Hey everyone, I'm Mine, and this is set number 76174, Spider-Man's Monster Truck vs. Mysterio from the LEGO Marvel Superheroes theme. This set contains 439 pieces, 4 minifigures, and retails for $39.99 in the US. This set is something else, huh? Spider-Man's Monster Truck. I don't know why Spider-Man would ever need a monster truck, yet here we are. So without further ado, let's just take a look at it. So here is the monster truck itself, and I don't even know where to begin with this. It's about what I expected it to be. It's big, it's red, it's got exposed Technic holes and studs. However, it's not as bad as I expected, I guess. Because the only reason I got this set was for the minifigures. The minifigures in this set are incredible. This is alright. So I was expecting pretty much nothing from this, and I was surprised that there's some stuff here that I like. As you just saw, it's got some really interesting, like, suspension, I guess you would call it. I don't even know if suspension is the right word for it. But both the front wheels and the back wheels can, like, rotate independently. And that makes it so that if there's an obstacle on the ground, I can actually easily run over it while still, like, staying straight. And I actually think that's a really, really cool feature, which I like a lot. But it's on the Spider-Man monster truck, which I feel like is a waste of potential. I would love to see that used on, like, a build that actually looks good. You can see there's this little Technic piece on the side, which you could flip up just like that, and there's this, like, cannon at the top. You can push on that to shoot it out. And out comes this little ball right here, which is supposed to be a web that opens up. So let's try that again. Maybe it'll open up a little bit better. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, good job. Alright, there we go. That time it worked a little bit better. So the idea behind this feature is you turn the Technic pin right here, you pull the actual cannon out right there, and then you flick it, and that'll shoot out one of Spider-Man's webs to, like, trap a villain or something. So let's see if we can hit Doc Ock right here. Oh, that shot too far. So yeah, it's a fine play feature. I don't care too much for it, but it's not terrible. But now let me take you up close to show you the more intricate details of this set. So as you can see on the side of the truck, it says Spider-Man, and it's got some webs on it just of, like, Spider-Man's logo. I really don't like these stickers that only cover up half of a piece. Those, I've never been a fan of those. I prefer when stickers cover up the entire piece, so that's a little lame right there. And then, yeah, these stickers are just fine. They're on both sides. Would have been awesome if they were printed, but I don't expect them to print the Spider-Man logo for a $40 set, so disappointing, but I get it. Also at the front, you have a little Spider-Man logo right there. You have a license plate that says Spider number 1. Yeah, another Spider-Man logo on the top right here. There's a total of 4 of them. It's a lot of branding Spider-Man. I don't know if you need all that. It's already red and blue. I think you did enough branding with that right there. But yeah, you can see it's plastered all over the monster truck. Here's a little look inside of the mechanism that actually pulls the turret up. There you can see it from the back while it's up. At the back, you have a little engine right here. Another, like, Spider number 1 license plate. And then back to the front, this roof right here can come off. And there's seating inside, and that's where you can sit Spider-Man if you wanted to drive the vehicle. And then coming down to the wheels, you can see they all have stickers of them of Spider-Man's webs. And the suspension to the car looks very mechanical, but honestly, it doesn't look bad. Aside from those red pins right there, it all is in color, so I don't mind, like, the exposed technicals right here. What's really annoying, though, is these up here. They're on both sides of the vehicle. You have blue and yellow Technic pins right there, and they're just really disappointing. They stick out like a sore thumb, and yeah, they don't look great. Like, not that this is a beautiful looking set anyway, but these, like, definitely stick out. I don't know how they could have done that better, but definitely covering that up in one way or another would have been really, really appreciated, because yeah, those do not fit in with the, like, aesthetic of the rest of the build. But yeah, I think that's about the gist of what I've got to show you for the monster truck. Overall, it's fine. Very, very kiddie, but I think it's alright. Lots of branding for Spider-Man, which is very strange. Like, I don't think he needs his logo plastered all over the place. Some exposed Technic pins, which is disappointing. But on the bright side, I really like how the wheels work, so that's cool. And the web shooter is like an alright feature that works good sometimes, works not so good other times, but I think as a whole it's a decent feature. So yeah, I think the build's okay. It's better than I was expecting, but not by much. This is about what I expected from a set called Spider-Man Monster Truck. Next, in terms of builds, we have 2 of these drones from Mysterio. They're both identical, so we're actually only going to be taking a look at one, but you get 2 of them here. And these are actually a pretty cool design. I'm actually very happy with these. So you can see you have stud shooters on the side, but they're actually incorporated into the color scheme really well. I feel like they don't stick out that much, and they make sense for a turret. You have gunmetal gray studs shooting out of them. You also have, like, these standard, like, sci-fi laser guns down the bottom. Stickered pieces on top. You can see I have a little bit of green right there, and then a little bit of green on this piece right there, just to tie in, like, Mysterio's color scheme right there, and then some trans lime green out the back right here. Yeah, overall I think they're good. Quite simple, but you can have them, like, fly up in the air and be, like, shooting at Spider-Man or whatnot. I quite like this design. I think these are good.
This set also comes with this little purple skateboard for Gwen to ride on. If you've never seen these before, here's how they look. They just have 2 studs on top, wheels on the bottom. Pretty cool.
So here are the first 2 minifigures included in this set. We have Spider-Man and then we have Spider-Gwen. These guys are both pretty good. I have things I like about them, things I don't like about them. But as a whole, I think they're decent. Spider-Man is his like newer standard design, except now he has arm printing as of this year and no longer has dual molded legs. The arm printing is awesome, albeit it's a bit light. You can see the red of the arm printing does not match the red of the suit, which is disappointing. They really should match. If that red was printed a little darker, it would match. And the lack of dual molded legs is really lame. If you have a Spider-Man set from last year, you could very easily swap out these legs for the dual molded ones and have like the complete Spider-Man figure, but I really wish they just included the complete version in every set. And then Gwen here is good. I love the face print. I love the torso design. It's just, again, the legs are a little bit lame. Dual molded legs would have been cool, or just something else going on there, because yeah, it really feels like this figure just cuts off and there's just like not much going on down there. You can also see this set comes with the web pieces in trans clear. You can see they're holding two of them here. Spider-Man's got one shooting out and Gwen's got like this sort of shield version. They each come with their own like transparent stamp pieces to actually hold the webs up. So you can imagine they're like shooting out the webs. And there's how these two figures look in the back. You can see Spider-Man's back face print. You can just see the webbing right there, the logo on his back, and then Gwen's back torso print, which looks pretty incredible, actually. I love the pink and blue at the top, and then like the little lightning designs down her back. I think her back torso print actually might be better than her front torso print. And if you couldn't tell, this hood piece right here is actually removable, so you can remove that, and there's what she looks like without it. And there's her back without it. Unfortunately, no back face printing for her. Next we have Mysterio, and this guy is funky. One thing I love about him is the energy bits right here, right? You have this like ghost tail piece that was originally introduced with hidden side, but it was re-released here in green instead of blue this time around, and it looks awesome. It fits Mysterio perfectly. You can see it's like a mix of like solid lime green and trans normal green, and it just looks absolutely perfect. Removing that though, you can get a better look at the figure himself, and you can see as soon as you remove that, the unprinted legs become blatantly obvious. Like, with that tail on, he looks pretty good, but when it comes off, like, you can see he's got, like, this stitch design in his torso, and it just abruptly ends. I really wish they continued that at least into the hips, and probably into the legs as well, just to give him a complete look, because he just looks awkward without it. But one really cool thing about him is I love these Energy Blast pieces. It's the standard Energy Blast piece, but in green. I don't know if we've gotten these before, but I've never gotten them before, and I just think they're awesome pieces to have. I plan to use those for Lloyd from Ninjago, because I think they'll fit him really well, but yeah, they're just really, really cool parts. And then you can also see he has a little bit of purple printing on his torso, and that goes onto his cape. And you can see he just has this big purple cape right here, which if you flip up, you can see his back torso printing. It's got a bit of a scarf wrapped around, more of that like stitch pattern on the back. And then he's got like this pearl effect on his head right here, where you can see it's like blue and it's sparkly and it's shiny. I think that looks super, super cool. That also comes in a Raya and the Last Dragon poly bag from this year, so you can get this in a cheaper set, but it's still really cool to get here. And that's just like a fishbowl piece. You can remove that off of the actual minifigure head, and there's the minifigure head underneath. It's just gray. Would have been cool if he had some proper face printing underneath, but I think this is fine as it is. Yeah, overall, I think it's a really, really good figure, aside from the lack of leg printing. The leg printing like really makes this guy off-putting, but other than that, he looks great, especially with the ghost tail piece. And then finally, here we have Doc Ock, and as you can see, he has these really, really elaborate new, like, arm designs, and I think these are super cool. A bit excessive, maybe, like, I don't see how these work super well in play, but they look awesome. I think they're really, really fun looking, and yeah, I absolutely love how these are designed. Not the most practical, like the older arm design that used, like, minifigure clips on the ends, like, actually allows them to hold stuff. But as they are, these just look really, really cool. They each have two joints in them. You can see one curves back like this right here, and then the other one's on a ball joint right there, as well as the hand being on another ball joint. And then each of the individual fingers can move, so you can have them, like, close up the hand like this, or you can have them open it all the way up like that. The hands themselves can also spin, and you can do this for all four arms. Yeah, this is excessive and over the top, but I kind of love it, and it feels very comic booky, and I absolutely love how this is translated into LEGO. If this is too much for you, you could very easily swap it out for like a more basic arm design, but this is super complex, and I absolutely love how it looks, and yeah, this is by far the best part of the set, in my opinion. You can also see he has some accessories. He has like a bag, and then like a jewel that I assume he just like robbed a store. The set also comes with further accessories for him to hold, and you can see it has a gold bar. You get a total of 2 of those. You also get $200 bills. And then you get a second of those gems that he's holding right there. Yeah, this guy looks great. The arms are so much fun. Not very practical, but so much fun. I really, really like him. Removing the arms, though, you can get a look at the figure himself. And once again, like, lack of leg printing really, really sticks out here. I don't know why, like, no Marvel figures ever have leg printing, but yeah, he really could have used it. But other than that, I do like the torso design. The face print's pretty cool, too. Quite expressive, and I love the hair piece. It's Peter Venkman's hair in brown. And then if you turn him around, you can see his back torso print. He has areas for all 4 of the arms to come out. I think that's a super cool back torso print. Probably even like that more than the front. And then his alternate face, you can see he's smiling. And then his hair looks with his hair on. Honestly, very, very happy with this figure. Aside from the lack of leg printing, which all these figures have that issue, he's really, really good. So, overall, would I recommend this set? I think if you're a young kid and you see yourself playing with this, I think this set is excellent. But for older collectors, like as I said, I was pleasantly surprised by some features of this, but at the end of the day, it is still Spider-Man Monster Truck, and I think those words alone tell you what you need to know about the set. Figures are great, there's no doubt about that, but the build is $40, and it's worth it, right? Piece count, it's definitely worth the price, but yeah, this is not like a set that's good for like play and display. This is an ugly set designed for children. And that's not a bad thing. LEGO is a children's toy, it's meant to be designed for children, but there's just not much here for older collectors other than the minifigures. So I'd say for young kids, yes, I would recommend this set, but for older collectors, no, probably not. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please press like and subscribe if you're new. I do LEGO videos like this every single day, so if you subscribe, you'll be the first to see them. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!